Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kelly. Finally people can see me. I'm so jazzed about that. And also there is something different about today's video. Today we begin a whole new series. Yes, we are doing the Glory Hunter challenge. As you can see, I've loaded the 5 major leagues on the game. We have the Italian Serie A. I've only placed the only one. We have the English Premier League. We have the Ligue 1 Uber Eats. We have the Bundesliga, and we have the Spanish First Division or the Laliga. Okay, so what is the Glory Hunter? The Glory Hunter challenge is a challenge in which we manage a team in all of the top 5 leagues, try to win the league titles in the, let's say it's Italy, it's England, France, Germany, and Spain. We try to win the cups, league cups. That is, we have the Coppa Italia, the FA Cup, and the Carabao maybe in England if we can also go for it, the Copa, the Coupe de France, the DFB Pokal, and the Copa de España, or the Copa del Rey. Those are the titles that we are trying to win, including the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League. I've added the Conference League, only the Champions League and the Europa League, with no Conference League, but I've added the Conference League because it may help us. It may be of help. We can see. So I've loaded the database. As you can see, these are the only countries that I've selected, and we are going to begin our challenge from Italy. So let us run the intro and then we will choose the team which we are managing in Italy. Okay, so the rules of this game are very simple. We have 5 leagues loaded. We have the Serie A, we have the Premier League, we have the League One, we have the Bundesliga, we have the Spanish La Liga. Okay, so we take charge of one team from each country. We try to win with them the league and the Nations Cup, including any Champions League or any continental competition that we are in, because they will add up to the total stack. But at the end of the challenge, we must win all of them. We must win the league and the cup with that team in that country before we leave that country and look for a job in another country. That is Glory Hunter for you. We try to be the best manager in Europe's top 5 leagues, winning both the league and the Nations Cup. So that is just the basic stats we have, and now we are going to start in Italy. I've decided to start in the Serie A because, practically speaking, the Italian Serie A is not that hard to win, and I don't think it's going to take long. But there's one cup in Italy that is really hard to win. That is the Coppa d'Italia. That cup is definitely difficult to win, and I'm going to go into this challenge first of all with a challenging team. Let us start it challenging, find it hard, and then we can maybe ease it up a little bit as we head into the other leagues and maybe get jobs from bigger clubs or bigger teams. First of all, we have I'm going to take the club Fiorentina. This is the club that I am going to use because these guys, they have had a certain history of providing problems for the top billing teams in Italy, but never have they ever caused the trouble the way it was. They have been runners up in the Europa League in the past 2 seasons. I'm using a 2023 database. This is Football Manager 2023. So as you can see, they are still in the Europa League competition in this one, and the Conference League, and the Conference League particularly. Everything is still the group stages, not the. It's still the group stage style, so it's not the league phase style. As you can see, we have the group stages, and then we have the knockouts round of 16 and all of that. So that is how the Europa League is structured for now. And then, as you can see, Fiorentina also have had a certain history of the being runners up in the Champions League in 1957. The last time they won the Italian Serie A was back in 1969. They have won a couple of competitions, have been runners up in the Europa League in 1990. As of the current date, have been runners up twice in the Conference League, but in 2022 and 2023 against West Ham. So it's a team with not really great history. So that's what we are going to try to convert. That's the difference that we have. Atemo Frenchi is their stadium back in Florence, Italy. Vincenzo Italiano is the current manager, or is he the, yeah, he's the current manager of the club, the current head coach. So he's the guy we are replacing as we take charge of Fiorentina, first to win the Europa League, to try and win the Conference League, I mean, next to try and win the Serie A, and third of all to try and win the league title. Looking at the players we have, they are not that bad. Pietro Terracino is our starting goalkeeper. He doesn't look really bad. He's quite good actually. He's 32 years old. I think we'll just see how things do regarding the scouting. Perigolini is his substitute, also quite good, 27 years of age. Market value is 2.2 to 6.4 million, meaning he is quite good. Michel Scerofiglioni, not a really good keeper. I think he's just a substitute or a backup goalkeeper whom we can use when we have the chances. In the centre back department, no one whom I really recognize. We have Nikola Milenkovic. Looks like a really great name. Serbian. Yeah, quite good, I guess. As a centre back, he has quite the attributes: heading of 16, jumping reach of 17, strength of 16. Yeah, he's quite good, so I think that guy can make the cut for us. I've also noticed we have Otha on loan from Juventus. This guy played for Barcelona, was a legend, came from Gremio in the Brazilian league. He is not that good in Football Manager. I think it's just that he's a star that never reached his potential. That's why he never really met his grades. Because at 25 with these statistics, I don't feel like they're not just that great. Yeah, he just let it go, I think, when he was of age. But him on loan, I think, can be something really good. Sofian Amrabat is part of the team, but still on loan at Manchester United. As you can see, it's because of the days. We are going back in time. It's obviously the days. It's always the days. So we'll have to do with the team that we have. And also we have Nicolas Gonzalez, not yet sold. So we still have this guy. This guy currently at Juventus, a very strong suit for them. Not yet sold, so we still have him, and we are going to make the best use of him. A really good lad, a really good kid, 24 years of age. And then we have Giacomo Bonaventura. Well, I don't know whether I've heard of the name. Played for AC Milan, Atalanta, has been a legend, an Atalanta legend. Bonaventura, have him at the team. Almost retiring, not of age yet. And then at the striking department, we have Luka Jovic. Currently, really good player. Played for Real Madrid, played for Frankfurt. I love this guy. I think we are going to get the best out of him. Hasn't had the best scoring streak. The last time he had a good scoring streak was at Frankfurt. Went to Real Madrid, didn't really start most of the games. Now we have him at Fiorentina. Came in for free. His contract ended with Real Madrid. Played for Crvena Zvezda. I think that's just the general alignment of the team in the initial phase that I can talk about. Ricardo Sponara, didn't see him here. Also an AC Milan legend. Really good players of age. I think Fiorentina is like a retiring department for these players, but that is generally the team we have. Others that we may have not talked about, someone like Dodo, we'll just see how good these players are and see how we can build the team and the places that we need to improve. Because one thing that I have noticed, we really do need to improve the striking department. It will depend on the formation that you'll be playing, and with what I've seen from here, I think I have quite the idea of what I will be playing. Don't have a lot of wingers. I have a lot of attacking midfielders on the center. So let's get in and just try to plan out our little adventure. Looking at this group of players, I've decided to go with something really different, something really interesting, something different to try. It's always an experiment and we can always change it up. So as I can see, I have a couple of goalkeepers, defenders, and I have a lot of defensive midfielders and central midfielders. So, and also some attacking midfielders to shift it a little bit. So with all those attacking midfielders and a couple of potent strikers, this is what we have decided to go with. We are playing a 4-2-2 asymmetric. That means I'm playing with 4 players in the back, 2 wing backs, 2 ball playing defenders, a ball winning midfielder on defense. I'm not using a defensive midfielder even though I have a lot of defensive midfielders, a box to box midfielder on support, a trackettista on attack. This is majorly a role just for one person. This guy Nicolas Gonzalez, I mean, as a trackettista, this guy just ticks a lot of boxes. I want to try something different. It's always an experiment, as you can see. He just ticks a lot of boxes. He's just good for that role, is he not? Yeah, I love him for that. So Nicolas Gonzalez is going to be our trickettista on attack, an attacking midfielder, an advanced forward, and a pressing forward, all on attack. So I'm just trying to lessen the width of the attack a little bit. If Nicolas Gonzalez is going to be playing as a trickettista who dribbles more, takes more risks, and roams from the position, I will need the wing back whom we will be playing here to run wide with the ball and also get further forward, because Gonzalez roams a lot from his position, going inside, going outside. There is a lot of role to the formation I'm trying to play. We are playing a tiki-taka style of play, just to hold the ball, try to be a little bit possessive and try to control the game before looking for openings and scoring the goals. I love that type of play, and I think with the players I love have at Fiorentina, I think we can execute that just perfectly. So with that, I think it's time to look at the squad depth, and just one thing comes to your eyes. I don't have striker. If I remove Nicolas Gonzalez because I'm using him as a trickettista, I need more strikers, don't I? Yeah, in the midfield position we have a lot of players. We are just going to shift them and see what we do. I think I will take all my money in the bag and put it into looking for a potent striker. Yeah, I have good defenders. I have a lot of wing backs. I have the goalkeeping department. I'm just gonna let it stay. Terracino is just going to be our goalkeeper for the year. He's still quite good even at this age, though dropping will be dropping physically, but for this year he's good enough. Maybe next year we try to look for a new goalkeeper. We'll see how things go, but for this year Terracino just ticks those boxes, and we are going to put all our cards in the basket to look for a striker, because I'm seeing, as I come to the transfers, we have a transfer budget of 10.69 million remaining. That is good enough to get us a decent striker in the league. If Maybe if I were to do it in installments for a very good striker, but I know I can do it. Even maybe get two if I can work my deals well, because majorly I'm just looking for a striker. For the rest of the team, I think I'm just going to use it the way it is. So for now, for this start of the season, I'm going to look for one big striker. And also we have future transfers coming in, but they are just coming in next year. We have no transfer coming in this year. These are just arranged transfers for next year that the game database already arranged initially, and also transfer outs will be there. We'll deal with them when they go, but for now we have the players inside, so let's see how things will be going. Someone like Luka Jovic will be leaving next season to go and join AC Milan, already a planned transfer. So you say we don't need a striker, because I don't think we're going to win the Scudetto with the Fiorentina in the very first season. So let me look for a striker. I think the striker is just the first initial thing to look for. There are also some recruitment focuses already set by the game. We have in the Italian Serie A, Italian Serie B, the whole of Italy, South Europe, and Europe generally. I don't see any striker that has been searched by any of these guys. They have also scouted Matteo Damian, really good player, can play anywhere on the left or on the right, really competent, would be worth going for. But let me first concentrate with the remaining cash. Maybe we can look for Matteo Damian. We'll see how we do with the transfers, and also how we can control everything else, just to try to get this team to the top, isn't it? Our key player is Milenkovic, 24 years old. Nikola Milenkovic, our center back. Also, let me plan and see how this department is supposed to look before I go and look for different ideas. Well, okay, now a couple of deals here and there. As you can see now, our starting 11 is filled. I think it's okay. Lucas Mecha, I have signed him from VfB Wolfsburg. Very, very good player, little good lad. We have gotten him for 13.5 million. It will be done in installments. They signed him for 11 million from Anderlecht, 13.5. It's a good deal for them, also quite a good deal for me. He is a really, really good striker. 23 years of age, just still young enough. It's quite competent, I can't say, not really complete, quite has quite the potential. He is currently a good potential to be a leading Serie A player, so he has quite the potential. For me to pull that out, as you can see, I have a transfer budget of 7 million remaining. Now, if I've done that, how have I actually done this? I have made a sale. Yeah, I have sold Alfred Duncan to Lazio for 4 million pounds. His value was 800,000 to 6.8 million, not even known, but I have sold Alfred Duncan to Lazio for 4 million pounds. a little bit of money here and there to work with. I have also sold Marco Benassi to Zenit St. Petersburg for 375,000. It was not good. It was just not good. It was a leading Serie B player, but for a Serie A, not really good. He 27 years of age is quite old for someone to maybe develop and grow into someone strong, but he has gone to Zenit. Those are the two deals that I've done. And also Nicolo Perozzi, I have loaned to Citadella. He is 20 years old, a youth prospect in the club, can play really anywhere, just across the wings and all around like that. Was quite good. Currently, that I'm using at Requetista. He ticks quite the boxes, but at his age, I don't think he is quite good enough. As you can see, I have a really, really deep squad. So with this depth that I have, I don't think it will work for me. Maybe I think I'll just have to use the ones that I have. As you can see, they are my squad is okay. My squad is quite good. I am looking for Ikone, the striker. He is quite good. I love his dribbling, 16 for a winger. So I think he is the one who can be my potential substitute Treketista for our young lad here, Nicola Gonzalez. Gonzalez, just compared with Ikone, I think he just shoves him off to the other side. Unfortunately, not Nicolas. Yeah, Jonathan Ikone. Gonzalez is just too good for him, right? They are literally just about the same mold of player, but Gonzalez mental, serials, and technicals are just better. So we'll have to keep him and see how we do things with the players that we have. Otherwise, other than that, we have gone through the preseason. Our final one is against Granada. We played a friendly against Inter. We lost 3-2. We did this cup things, won 6-1, won 5-0. Good results. The game against Inter, I'm just looking at this just to check the strength that we have, whatever we are doing. We had 48 possession, they had 52%. We have 15 shots, 7 on target. They had 13, 5 on target. So this one gives the players a role or a middle, the front two or the players that we have in the middle. As you can see, Barak scored all the 2 goals. It gives them that infamous strength to score more goals. So I would love to use this formation for the rest of the season. We'll see how it works for us. Other than that, we have our first Serie A game against Inter Milan. They've already beaten us in the preseason. I don't think they will in the Serie A, but after that we have either this team Kurashi Berogard from the Superliga in Serbian, the Serbian Super League, or Pegon Szczecin from PKO Bank Polski Ekstrela in Lodz. Which country is this? Poland, the Polish league. One of those two teams we will be facing them in the Europa League, Conference League path qualifying round. Should we be participating in this really? I thought that we would just get through immediately, but I think we'll have to. But before that, we have games against Sassuolo. The season starting is not easy and also not so hard. We have Inter, then Sassuolo, then Juventus, the newly promoted side Cremonese, Udinese, Monza, Sampdoria. The first part is quite good. And then we have this month where we face Roma, Milan, Torino, all in the same month. The calendar is quite friendly to us, if you may ask me. And also the cups, the first day of the cup, the Italian Cup third round, is all the way in 11th of January next year. So we have a lot to work on till then. Otherwise, the squad is already built. This is the Inter Milan squad that I would dream of if I were an not Inter Milan. Sorry for the little bit of laps there. This is this Fiorentina squad I would dream of if I were a Fiorentina fan. A good striker, good player like Nico Gonzalez in my side, Bonaventura, Ota on loan, but he is quite good. This depth is just good enough. All the players we have out on loan. The only problem is that next season a lot of them will be leaving. As you can see, many players will be leaving, but we will fill those gaps and see how things go. Once they leave, we'll see how the whole thing will look like, because if I come here and look at the depth next season, I still have good goalkeepers, but the numbers have reduced. My midfielders, my strikers, they have reduced. Others will be coming, others will be going. I'll be receiving players like Mbazanzola, who is coming from Spezia. I don't even know why he has been signed. He looks quite good. We'll see how he will be when he arrives. 130,000 to 7.8 million. But for now, we'll be focusing on this season. We have bought Lucas Mecha. We will do the signing the squad number. I think that's the only signing we are doing. We don't have cash to actually. I actually have cash, but I don't think I need to do any of this. or any of that. So we want to do all of this and then just add him to the training camp. There is a training camp that is coming. Next up, we have Granada in like 3 days. Play we will see how they do against them in the friendlies. Then the season starts against Inter. This is just the introductory video, so I will not like to make it that long and also too complex, confusing and everything. Just the little information. We are doing the Fiorentina save game. We are doing the Glory Hunter challenge, and we have started in Italy with Fiorentina. We'll see how things go this season. And for the fact that it is not, I'm not planning for it to be a really long series. Each and every season will have an average of 2 to 3 episodes. I'll see how I'll be doing them, but each and every season will be having an average of 2 to 3 episodes, because we are just hunting for that league title. A lot of reviews will be done, a lot of the way the paths are going. So for now, if I may say so, if we may expect, I'll definitely come back to start the season. And then once we start the season with maybe the Inter and then the Sassuolo game, we will see how things build up and how things will be going. Come back maybe somewhere in the middle of the season for the cups, because remember the cup is also important. I'm planning for it to be a series, not a one-time video. So the cups will be important, and also maybe the league, come back to finish it. We'll see how our journey in the cup also builds up, the way it will go. And also, if the season is going quite well, I will turn it into a documentary. Not that I'm planning to do that, but we'll see how things go. I may change my format of uploading when time comes. I may turn it into a documentary, just pre-record and then like create the voiceover after the recording and after doing all of this stuff. So we'll see how things work out. We will have to know how things will be. I'll use the easier way for me to do this, because remember, I'm also running another series on the side, the Black Leopards challenge, the other one. So also to reduce the amount of time for me recording, it's quite difficult. It's not easy, all of these recordings that we do. So the season begins in like a few days time against Inter Milan, coming back for the final Granada game. And I would like to stop this episode here, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, click that subscribe button, and also if you want to see more of the series, hit that notification bell. Remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe. These series are enjoyable, and this game in particular is enjoyable. So catch you in the next episode. We'll be beginning the season against Inter Milan. The Glory Hunter challenge begins.